All right, guys, I'm going to be raw with everybody right now. I am exhausted. I am working on about 5 hours of sleep right now. Guys, I did it. I did it. I did it. I am so darn proud of myself. I am so proud of myself. I don't even know what to say, and I give all glory to God here. So I want to share just what I did. So, I've been working hard on not only my business pitch that I have due tomorrow night, but I have also had a pro-life pitch at the same time coming together. The two of these together is a lot of work. So, I had written in my class book for my business a while back, how is it going to feel to have your own business? And I put a note to myself, you did it, girl. You did it. You got knocked on your butt. You got knocked on your face repeatedly, but you did it. And that is a note I looked back at that encouraged me. Not only did I do it with that business, but I have now done it with my pro-life work. And I'm telling you, I could not be more proud of myself, guys. I really am. And it is good to be proud of yourself. I worked hard on this. So, just yesterday, I was like, darn, I'm getting hung up on the name. So I was asking people, I was asking my sons, my son was helping me with a name. And I'm like, nope, nope, nope. And then I must have looked at hundreds of names. Every single name I put in to the internet to see if somebody had it, they did. And I'm like, what the heck, right? So I'm like, Melissa, just forget the name for now. Work on your mission. And I kept working on it. And usually if you put the work in, you're going to come up with something good. And I put the work in, and I'm like, no, this still isn't it. And this is not my mission. And this is not my vision. And blah, blah, blah. So I was up late last night, past 12 o'clock. And then my son, one of my sons headed over to do some construction this morning. So I got paid to, give him a ride until he gets his vehicle and stuff. So I'm like, okay, so Melissa, what are you going to do? My phone, the phone went out this morning because usually I have a minute to call the phone company and either figure out a payment plan with them or to say, hey, I need an extension or whatever. But got my phone paid early this morning. I mean, I had no connection, to the phone when I was out. So I'm like, I'm just going to sleep. I know myself. I know my weakness. My weakness is a lack of sleep. It's like kryptonite with Superman, right? We just went and saw Superman. And I am extremely busy. And I'm like, Melissa, you're starting to get worn out. You worked last night. I had issue last night with this young whippersnapper. He asked me to clean a table. And I'm like, no, I'm not cleaning a table. I don't get paid to bus. You do. That's your job. And I said it nicely, but he went out back and took a fit. And it just was chaos. So I was dealing with that last night. Um, anyway, so I have to work tonight. I have to work today. Tempted to call in because I can feel myself going down. And I'm like, Melissa, if you want this, you need to work at it. So, I'm like, you got, 2 hours here before you gotta go to work. Forget the exercise today. Get on this. So I worked at it, guys, and worked at it and worked at it. And yesterday, I had met with somebody. I didn't go to church. Church attendance doesn't save you, guys. Just so you know, church attendance doesn't make you saved. It's your faith in God, by faith, by grace. It's a gift. It's not of works. So I didn't go to church, and I'm like, that's fine. So I went and I met this guy who contacted me that I knew a while ago from a work situation. We sat down, we had a powwow hour just talking about nonprofits. He's done nonprofit before, and he wanted my help with grant writing. So I am not only starting my own nonprofit and my own business, but I am now doing grant writing because I'm already going to be doing it. So I also can benefit his nonprofit, and I will be helping. He's got a huge vision to help homeless people We are on the same page as far as helping people, but I'm more toward rebuilding families. So I'm more toward, the family side in the way I'm going to do it. So we both are going to get our hands really dirty with helping people. So I pulled it together this morning, guys, last minute. I mean, I kept working at it. I kept digging in. I kept using ChatGPT, and I have finally got it together. So what I have to do today, I will go to work. I'm not going to call in because they do need me over there. They're depending on me. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to pull together my pull together my presentation with SCORE. I have to pull that together. And then I have to work tonight. So it is a nonstop day today. And then tonight I will have my presentation pulled together with my business because it's due tomorrow. Tomorrow I am meeting with a couple people before my presentation. So I'm going to pull that together. That's a rough draft. If I'm going to get feedback from class, and then I'll just make a final draft within 2 weeks before we pitch in August. So that I've got time for, but this one, I'm going to pull my presentation together, PowerPoint on my computer tonight, pull it all together, give myself a little bit of grace Tuesday night in case I don't get to finish it. I have I brought a flash drive yesterday and I got to finish this. So guys, I cannot talk about my plan here because somebody can steal it. But after this week, I will tell you all exactly what I'm doing. And let me tell you, I am going to change the world. I am going to change the world. There's never going to be a need for abortion again. Never. And you think about sometimes like, why have I gone through all this crap in my life? And it's to help other people. It's to comfort other people. And I was thinking about how, I was just so broken with the condom breaking and then not understanding what abortion was, and people I trusted, broke my trust, and then not having anybody to explain the paperwork to me, just sign it, thinking it's just an appointment, and I go in thinking that I'm in trouble and I'll finally not be in trouble anymore, and I get something put in me, not knowing how far along I am. Just bringing back all those memories, going back to, Week's restaurant, having the waitress say, is she okay? I've been in my mind thinking, should I call it, is she okay? Should I call it, don't tell me you're pregnant? Should I call it what my father said? You're the one who got pregnant. What should I call this? Keep your mouth shut. Your sister had an abortion. So I've gone over and over all the things, main points in my life that stuck out. Should I talk about, the child development that I started to understand? Should I talk about how God forgives from the east to the west? Should I talk about how he saved me? Should I talk about that and how my identity started to change, coming from a shame-based generation to, him pulling me out of that? Should I talk about helping moms know how to rebuild? What should I be doing here? And just like a million things coming at me. So, should I talk about the canister of blood? Should I call it the canister of blood? What I'm doing. What should I be doing? Should I, whenever I talk about that blood, people are like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I saw my baby killed in a canister of blood. And most women don't see it. And then I looked at abortion stuff last night online, and they have a ton of support to have an abortion. I'm like, why don't we pay women to be pregnant, right? That's just one thought I have. Why don't we pay women to get pregnant? To be pregnant every single month, get them off the sidewalk. This is just one idea I'll share. Getting them off the sidewalks. Pay them money to have their babies. And those babies that are going to be killed, instead of being killed, we pay you to have your baby. We do this with surrogacy, right? Women get paid quite a bit of money to carry somebody else's baby, and it's not always for medical reasons, right? A lot of women just don't want to look fat. They don't want to carry a baby. So let's just hire surrogacy mom, right? So they get paid a lot of money to carry someone else's child. And if you think about it, it's weird because it is your child too, because it's in your body. So there's a lot there I could do, guys. But my eventual plan, eventually, and I'm not going to call it an orphanage, but it's going to be like a family center where women are paid, or supported or cared for while they are pregnant so they can have their babies. So I looked at another place down in Africa who has an orphanage. I looked at that model. So I am now taking off, guys. I'm helping with a nonprofit with a bunch of resources. I'm doing my nonprofit. I'm doing my business. And I will be helping people get on their feet too with their business. So just a million things here, guys, that I'm doing. So I've got to get my MVP down to the bottom, which I am doing today. So guys, I'm just going to have the whole picture. The whole entire picture is all the way up of what women need so that abortion is unthinkable.